Hey everyone. As a 30-year-old female flight attendant, I've witnessed my fair share of bizarre in-flight occurrences. However, nothing compares to this particular event on a routine flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo. Buckle up, because this tale is as twisted as it is shocking. It started as a typical day in the life of a flight attendant. Our crew prepared for a long-haul journey, greeting passengers as they boarded with smiles and standard pleasantries. The hustle and bustle of the boarding process were familiar, almost comforting. However, an unexpected twist awaited us. As the passengers settled in, a 40-year-old male passenger caught my attention. His demeanor was off. He fidgeted excessively and avoided eye contact, clutching a peculiar carry-on bag as if it contained his most precious belongings. Little did I know that this seemingly ordinary boarding process would soon turn into a mind-boggling event. The male passenger's behavior was hard to ignore. He seemed jittery, glancing around nervously, his grip on the carry-on never loosening. As a flight attendant, you develop a sixth sense for unusual behavior, and this passenger was setting off all sorts of alarms in my head. His bag, which seemed overly large and oddly shaped, only added to my growing suspicions. While assisting other passengers, I kept an eye on him, observing as he cautiously maneuvered the bag into the overhead compartment. Each movement was deliberate, as if he feared disturbing whatever lay inside. Despite my curiosity, I continued my duties, all the while planning how I might discreetly investigate further without causing unnecessary alarm among the passengers. Mid-flight, when the cabin was quieter, I decided it was time to act. Approaching the passenger under the guise of routine service, I politely asked if he needed anything. As he distractedly declined, I noticed a faint rustling sound from the bag above. My heart raced as I suggested a quick check of the bag, feigning concern for a possible spillage. Reluctantly, he agreed, his eyes betraying a flicker of panic. Carefully unzipping the bag, I was utterly unprepared for what I found. A live ferret, nestled amidst clothes and travel essentials. The sight was both shocking and surreal. My mind raced with questions. How did he manage to get it past security? Why would anyone bring a ferret on a flight? It was a mix of disbelief and urgency as I realized the immediate need to address this bizarre discovery before chaos ensued among the passengers. With the ferret exposed, I turned to the passenger, keeping my voice low to avoid drawing attention. He met my gaze with a sheepish expression, launching into a convoluted explanation about the ferret being his emotional support animal. I listened, incredulous yet aware of the need for a swift resolution. The surrounding passengers started to take notice, their curiosity piqued by the unfolding drama. I signaled to a fellow crew member for assistance, maintaining a calm facade despite the absurdity of the situation. The passenger's insistence on keeping the ferret on board was met with polite firmness, emphasizing airline policy and safety regulations. Eventually, faced with no alternative, he conceded, albeit reluctantly. The ferret, now the center of attention, was carefully removed along with its owner, leaving behind a cabin buzzing with murmurs and disbelief. Once the passenger and his ferret were escorted off the plane, the flight resumed with an air of surreal calmness. The crew and I exchanged bemused glances, processing the bizarre incident that had just unfolded. As we continued our duties, I couldn't help but reflect on the unpredictability of the job. The motives behind the passengers' actions remained a mystery, a curious anecdote in the life of a flight attendant. This event, though unsettling, served as a reminder of the unexpected twists that often accompany our daily routines in the skies. In the world of air travel, you truly never know what might happen next. Have any of you experienced similarly strange incidents while flying? Share your stories below. I'd love to hear them.